Hey guys, welcome back to Non-League The Legend. Today we have two games in the Championship for you. The first one is up against Ipswich, but before we get into that Ipswich match, we'll have a wee look at how things have been going. Things have been going really well. After the Rochdale game, we beat Barnsley 3-0. We then beat 4-2 off of Everton, but we were 2 each at one point, and we let two really soft goals in, which is pretty disappointing. But since then, we've played pretty well. In the last two league games, we have only drew. The Cardiff match, we definitely should have won. I was really disappointed with that. We were all over them, but we let another soft goal in, and they came. We only managed to come away with a point. We're also into the fourth round of the Carabao Cup. We play Everton at home, so hopefully we can get revenge on them. Transfer news, there's only one transfer in, not a big signing, just 1.6 million could rise to 1.7 for Nathan Collins from Burnley. He looks like a decent centre half. We brought him in just as backup, just in case anybody gets injured. So that is why he's come in. We've not sold anyone else, so that'll be it until January at least. So let's just get stuck into today's first match against Ipswich. This is the team that are going out there for that match. We've got Maximiano on goals, Musset, Wood, Lagonja and Sanderson at the back, Esposito, Gilmore and Luengo in the midfield, Ramazani and Allen out on the wings, supporting Samuel Lino up top. We've played really well recently. The last two games have been not last two games have not been ideal, but they were against Palace, and as I says in that last game, we did concede a very soft goal against Cardiff City. So hopefully we can get back to winning ways here. In the first 17 minutes, it looks as if it's been all us. Luengo tried to get the cross in, but it's blocked by the Ipswich defender. Another corner Musset takes, floats it into Sanderson, but Sanderson heads it right into the goalkeeper's hands. Sanderson's actually been playing pretty well. Samuel Leno is in, and he scores our first of the day, sixth of the season for him. He's really started to pick up. But as I was saying, Sanderson at right back has played really well. He was signed mainly as a backup because we were going to use Spence there again, but with Spence wanting to move, I decided just to give Sanderson a shot out there in the friendlies. Played really well, so I wanted to keep the same team, and he's not let me down. We've won a penalty here, and I think it's Gilmore that's taken it, yes. And Gilmore slots it home. That's his second penalty of the season, third goal of the season, and our second on the day. I never actually showed you the table, but we're in the mix for promotion playoff, but I think we have our work cut out for us against teams like Palace and Everton, not Palace, Everton and Norwich. Norwich signed Dominic Szoboszlai from RB Leipzig, which was a major surprise for me. But I'm kind of jealous they got him. Allen has put us 3-0 up just before the break. Excuse me. Let's outstretch the arms. We've done brilliantly, keep it up. As I said before, we have been playing really well. The only time I think we've not actually been at our best was for the 10-15 minutes that Everton scored their two goals against us in the 4-2 defeat. we went 2-0 down. We brought it back to 2-1 just before the half-time whistle. Then, just after the half-time, second half started, we then bagged our second of the day to make it level, and we just fell away after that. But Samuel Leno has made it 4. That's his second on the day. I'm not going to lie, I thought he was going to be kind of a gamble because he didn't score a lot in the Championship for Sheffield United. Last year he scored 8 goals in 26 appearances. This year he scored 5 and 8, so I'm hoping that trend continues. But the fact that he has a lot more assists than this year, I suspect he was probably out on the wings. We'll bring on Spence for Ramazani. Excuse me. And we'll bring off Esposito for Elmkeys. I'm sorry if I'm butchering these names, guys. If you've been around for the past month, you know, I'm terrible at pronouncing names. I will need to try and Google them and learn how to say their names. But Ipswich are passing it around now. I would really like if we're able to keep a clean sheet, and they're in, and that was a really bad finish. But it looks as if we'll be coming away with all 3 points against Ipswich here. I wonder if that's Matt Crooks that I seen in their midfield there. He was a decent, if it is him, he was a decent player for us last year. He was getting on a bit, and there's that goal that I didn't want to let in. He was getting on a bit, so I thought it was time for us to move him on. Surely we don't let a second in here. And we do. That's a poor last couple of minutes. That was really poor. It was Matt Crooks. But 4-2, I would have rather that stay 4-0 or even 4-1, but I hate that we always let that extra goal in the dying minutes. So with that result, this is how the league is looking. Played 9, 18 points, 5 points off of top, 2 points off of Brentford in the other automatic position. But I definitely think that playoffs are a must. The way we're playing now, we're playing fantastic. So the next game is against Millwall. We've got a wee bit of an international break between now and then. I'll see you in a minute when we come back for that match. he was in Germany, and nobody picked him up until we went in for him.